Now, to go back to the NHL for a little bit, I think one of the most interesting elements of your career, non-stat-wise and not to do with the way that you played the game specifically, but I mentioned the word flux earlier, but the financial instability of some of the teams that you were playing with between the years 1976 and 78. I'm curious as a player. You started with California, as we mentioned. They shifted to the Cleveland Barons in 76 and then merged with the North Stars. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Cleveland Barons. Who are they now? Yeah. The Minnesota North Stars in 78, who retained your rights. During that time, I mean, it was clear that these shifts were happening as a result of some financial instability within the league. You know, the league was trying to help. They allowed for the merger. Did you feel that as a player at all? Did you feel like you were given a little bit of the short end of the stick, so to speak? Maybe not having access to the same sort of amenities, maybe not being able to negotiate similar contracts. What were you thinking going through all that?
Well, you know, as a lad, being 19 years old, being drafted, and then making very little money in the juniors a week, but when I signed my first contract with Oakland, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, a 3-year contract, and I got a $30,000 signing bonus. I thought I was a millionaire.
Financial instability need not apply. That
was unbelievable. Look, a 19-year-old kid getting a $30,000 check in 1975. That was pretty impressive.
Not bad.
So, the story was, we always try and give something to our parents, and I asked my parents what they wanted. I figured they wanted a new car. But no, they wanted a pool.
Oh.
So I bought them a pool, and they wanted to do that to have their friends come over socially and play cards, barbecue and sit by go in the water. But my parents never swam. We had to have
they just had it there.
So they would just go in and get wet. They never knew how to swim. So why would they want a pool? Okay, so there you go. But then, Oakland, and then I thought Oakland would have been great the way things are going. And then at the end of the year, we find out that they wanted to build a bigger arena in San Francisco, and the mayor and that they voted against it. So they had to move the team, so they moved it to Cleveland, and we played on Richfield Coliseum, which is kind of the Wizard of Oz building. Yeah, so it was in nowhere and 21,000 seats, but hardly anybody came to the game.
Sure.
And so in Cleveland there in 76, 78, we didn't get paid for a month. And players were really getting kind of pissed off and really worried about what's going on here. So then we find out that the team was going to fold. And let's see, that we were going to go on a dispersal draft. So Buffalo was in town, and we both played that night against Buffalo, and after a warm pregame skate, we all went out and had lunch, had a few beers, a few pops, saying our goodbyes because we were going to go on a draft the next day or two. Oh, wow. And we got a phone call 4:30 in the afternoon from Alan Nicholson saying that the league took care of the insurance for you guys. You get your money, and you need to play tonight. Well, wait a minute here. We're half in the bag. What do you mean play the game tonight? There's no way. We got to reschedule it. No, we ended up playing. We lost 6-2, and we ended up getting paid and all that kind of stuff. Finished up the year, and then of course after the second year they merged with the Minnesota. So there was no real stability, no structure. So as a young player going in the NHL, I wonder what's going on here. Is this really the NHL? I mean, what is the NHL all about? Why are we going from city to city? Why can't there be some kind of stability in my life or all the other players going through the same thing?
Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Sign Off, a Frameworth Podcast. Just a reminder that we have full episodes of the Sign Off available wherever you get your podcasts, on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. Make sure to like and subscribe on whichever platform you use. You can find us on Twitter at Frameworth Sport or on Instagram at Frameworth Sports. And hey, if you're not sick of me yet, you can find me on Twitter at Retrograde Mikey. Finally, feel free to send us emails with your questions you want us to answer on the show, and we may feature you live. You can do that by sending your emails to signoffpod@frameworth.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you with a new episode every single Thursday.